welcome back to another episode, besties. Here with Genesis, my bestie. Jenny over here on this side. Today we are gonna start off with some KFC. Have you guys ever tried the chicken littles from there?
This is my first time actually.
Girl, somebody put me on these. They're bomb.
They have pickles.
Yes.
Oh, I love pickles.
They're little.
Do you like them with chili or do you like them with honey?
With both. I already put on mine. I put chili and honey.
Kind of like, I don't want to do the chili because I don't want to get chorro.
No, you have to put the chili like.
Pero me da dar heartburn.
Okay.
Tome café, me dio heartburn.
Oh my god. Me too.
You get heartburn with coffee?
No, but I already drink coffee too. Todos los días. My mom, she got me on that bad habit. Todos los días.
It's not even a bad habit though. To be honest, it helps my ADHD. Neta, dude. I wake up, I feel like, and then I honestly, I drink some coffee and I'm like, let me get the dishes.
Get your food ready, you guys, and try it out with us.
Good.
What do you think?
Good.
You're always gonna keep going back for them, dude.
Dude, the pickles, they're not like no McDonald's pickles. Or you know how the McDonald's pickles are like soggy and like, these are like crispy, like, oh, I love the crunch that it gives. And then the honey just hit me and it's like, bam, in the face.
It's game over, dude.
Have you ever ignored like your gut instinct? With what?
I ignored it because I didn't have enough evidence. You know, me personally, I do not like, because likes to fight, you know, like I like to argue and stuff, but I will never accuse anybody of anything if I do not have proof. So I couldn't go with that instinct. In one of my past relationships, I felt like I was being cheated on. Like I already felt it, and I ended up being right. Like a week later, se salió toda la luz. Eventually, everything comes out to the luz.
Always.
And,
Always. Don't cheat, dude. It's gonna come out.
Y I ended up finding out, but you know, cosas pasan por una razón. Todo en esta vida se te regresa. So always do good by people.
I knew someone was with their pareja for like 10 years. 10 years. No matter what happened, they couldn't have a kid. They were trying, but they just couldn't. No se hizo, you know? Y sabes que lo que andas diciendo ahorita es la verdad porque las cosas pasan por una razón. He ended up getting some other knocked up behind his fiance's back. The woman found out, and guess what she did, dude? She was pissed. Obviously, she wasted 10 years of her life. Fast forward, she finds herself, dude, with money, and guess what? She gets knocked up real quick. And she got married, she's engaged, got married, like everything happened. A su tiempo todo pasa, and I believe what you say, like everything happens for a reason. Why didn't she have a baby with this other man that she was with since she was in high school? Quien sabe? But he was sneaking behind her back, and he backstabbed her hard, and didn't even tell her. She had to find out. So as soon as that happened, this person came across into her life, and look at her now. She's thriving on her second child. Like she's a successful woman, a boss. Like she's awesome. Like. And I truly believe things happen for a reason. Going back to instincts, I went to Las Vegas with my husband on a weekend trip. We went clubbing. We're at the club, dancing, drinking. Had 2 drinks. Mm-hmm. But I get buzzed with like 1 drink. And it was like buzzing. Like you could see eyes all glossy. Mm-hmm. We were actually already going to head out. It was like 1 in the morning. On the way there, we decided like, let's get food at the White Castle. And I believe White Castle closes at 2 in the morning, and it was almost closing time. Mm-hmm. So there was this long line, everybody getting out of partying. They're hungry too, you know, tan borrachos, tienen hambre, quieren comida barata, you know. And White Castle was the only thing like restaurant open that time. Okay. Ya estaba cansada, ya me quería sentar. There was so many like empty tables, so me senté, and my husband got into the long line, you know, to give me a break. 10 minutes into sitting, this man viene y se sienta enfrente de mí. Ay, es una mesa. Habiendo tantas mesas abiertas. No me dice ni una palabra. He doesn't say nothing. Absolutely nothing to me.
That's creepy.
Okay, so immediately I text my husband, hey, there's this guy in front of me. Like, I just wanted to let you know. So my husband could see everything that's happening. And he was like, what the f***? Like, do you want me to go over there? I'm like, no. Like, the line is too long for you to get out. Like, just stay there, order the food. There's a bunch of people around me. Like,
just a heads up.
Yeah, just a heads up. If he's doing something weird, like, obviously these people will see. So this guy continues to not say nothing, and keep in mind my husband is still in line, and it already like 5-7 minutes passed. So he comes back. My husband is pissed. Like, you could see his face. He's mad. He sits down right next to me. He's like, "What's up, bro? What do you want?" And the guy just looks at him like, "What's up?" He stays on his phone for like 30 more seconds. And the entire time that he was there before my husband got there, he was looking at me up and down, like looking at me, everything, and just texting. No friends, nothing. He was not talking to anybody, just texting, looking at me and texting. So my husband got there, told him something. And
was he like no offense, but was he dressed like homeless or?
No, se miraba como un señor, like si él estaba clubbing or just regular clothes, you know. So my husband, like, kind of, I guess he scares him off. I kind of had a bad feeling. I was like, what was this guy trying to do? So it clicked after, and I honestly thought that he's trying to traffic me or something, or he was trying to follow me, because I was alone. I looked pretty like buzzed, like my eyes were glossy. I was just like you know, and it's like nobody was around me. So I think he thought that I was alone and he was gonna wait for me to leave, because as soon as my husband got there, a minute later he was gone. He didn't order food. He wasn't there with friends. He just got up and left. And just walked away, like walk out of the restaurant.
Maybe they look for girls that miran drunk or...
Exactly. So, all to y'all muchachas, muchachos, everybody, like, please watch your surroundings, and if you're with a group, never leave the group. And if they leave you, them. They're not friends. That's not a friend if they leave you. If they ditch you like that, that's not okay.
I had a very bad experience too. At one point I thought I was gonna get trafficked, and it's crazy due to this one day. At that time, my mom, she's from Oaxaca. You don't have Wi-Fi at the house. You don't have a computer at the house. Like, you have to go to the centro to pay to use the computers. Ese día yo andaba bien desperate que quería hablar con mi boyfriend y nadie me quería acompañar a la placita, me salía caminito. So I go on my way back, like, and I'm like dressed up lazy, dude. Like,
you weren't there to impress. You were just there to like do something.
Like 16 or 17.
Yeah.
I'm walking the carretera, like the tierra, y pasa un señor, como un muchacho, like with the hat covering him, and he was on a bike. Y me pasó, and I didn't really pay attention to him, but I did realize that somebody passed on the bike. Me metí al callejoncito, like, to go to my grandma's house, y este guy me había pasado, pero se fue a dar toda la vuelta. And cuando entré a la calle de mi grandma, paró él, and he's like, oye muchacha. And then I turn around, and he's like, oh, no sabes dónde vive doña blah blah. And then I was like, oh no, yo no soy de aquí. So
maybe he was testing you to see if you knew that lady, because if you knew that lady, then you were definitely from around there.
Yeah, so I kind of up telling him que no soy
he was testing you.
Yeah, le dije, oh no, que no era de aquí. So like, oh, ¿de dónde eres? Empezó a echar pláticas, and we started talking for like 2-3 minutes, you know, like I wasn't trying to be rude, pero me estaba hablando pues. Y luego me dijo, oh, si quieres te invito a la plaza, te invito a un helado. And then I was like, oh no, está bien, you know, like I have to go home, like, girl, like I was already in a relationship, you know, like I was just not trying to be rude. He's like, ándale, te la invito. And then I was like, no, it's okay. I told him my grandma's waiting for me, like she's like waiting for me to help her cook. That was like my excuse to leave. He's like, oh, okay, pues, this is a trippy part because I've always been sorda, dude. Y haz de cuenta que ese día, dude, like Diosito me limpió las orejas, dude, or something. Te digo que las carreteras allá son de pura tierra, dude, so there's like big old rock. I turn around to like dismiss myself. I'm literally like 3 houses away from my grandma's entrance. And as I'm walking towards my grandma's house, I hear piedras, dude, like.
Yeah.
And I turn around, and this guy had already gotten off his bike. Tenía un trapo en su mano, dude. And I told him, oh, mira, ahí vienen mis hermanos. Because I seen that he had a trapo. But I don't even have older brothers, you know? Like, that was just the first thing que se me vino a la mente.
Yeah.
And he fucking took off fast, dude. Went running to my grandma's house, and I started banging on the door, and I was screaming and screaming. And then ya me metí, like, temblando, and then... Well, my grandma, she calls my cousins and everybody, so everybody's looking for this guy, because ahí en el pueblo todos se conocen, so todos los señores right there were looking for this guy that I described, y no lo hallaron. After that, like, we still, like, stayed a week and a half there. Y ya no quise salir because I was traumatized.
You were scared.
So a week later, my madrina comes, starts talking about, like, what had happened. And she's like, pues, ¿sabías que a doña no sé qué le mataron sus hijas? Right there, dude, that same day, se hicieron disappear las muchachas, and they didn't find their bodies a week later in a field with their guts open. Like, le sacaron los órganos, dude. I would have been the one that was, like, right there laying down, dude.
Bitch, I got gusto.
Husband was like, dude, por hablar contigo. Y a mí me iban a secuestrar, me iban a traffic through my organs, dude.
Dude, you know like, what? I saw on TikTok a guy reporting about a lady who had found... it makes me, like, really emotional thinking about it. Little kids' bodies in a Maseca trailer, cut open, like organs out. This lady was hysterical. She was like shaking, like, I want to go home, like, I can't believe, like, they're dead. In Spanish. It was in Mexico. She sees this trailer full of little kids' bodies. Like, they had taken out their organs, like a lot of little kids. This Maseca truck was gonna go to United States, supposedly. Why the fuck was it going to United States? There was a video of someone recording that lady. Unfortunately, really murdered her because of what she saw. And there was a note, I believe, that said, because you discovered this, and this is why we killed you. Being a sopladora or something like that?
Yeah,
like a rat, exactly. Thanks to that lady, her sacrifice was able to these parents a closure.
And it's happening a lot. También aquí, ya se está poniendo
Believe it or not, dude, it does happen, and it's really scary. Watch your surroundings. Never let go of your kid's stroller. Never leave them alone for not even a second, because you have no idea who's watching you.
Yeah.
Always carry a pocket knife or something.
I heard that's very good to always try to find parking in the beginning.
Who cares if you're trying to park, like, oh, I don't want no one to hit my car. Who cares about the cars? Like, you need to park close to the store, because nowadays women are being like targeted with their children, and
men too.
Single women, of course, women, children, they're all being targeted. It's not for good reasons. Obviously, pay attention to your surroundings. If you see any type of note on your car, or I've heard even money like on the ground, don't even pick it up. People are lacing stuff. The people are being sent to the hospital because they're being drugged by just touching a piece of paper, because it's getting really dangerous.
Being a mom me hizo como more intense, porque antes get down, you know.
Nah,
but now
dude,
it's like, damn, there's somebody that I have to like protect.
Yes, every single time I'm out somewhere, like, a lot of my family members have my location. If something were to happen to me, you could find my location. But every time I go somewhere and I feel unsafe, I always text my husband, and my husband usually doesn't have reception because of where he works. So I always text my older brother. My brother is super protective. If something is happening to me and I feel threatened, like, he will literally be there in a split second. It's sad to think now that as women, you have to have something to protect yourself. Such a sad world that we're getting to, like, that we have to literally always be on our toes.
It's good to have somebody that you could like pull up.
Yeah.
What do you think about amusement parks?
Oh, dude, I love them.
Yeah.
I love them. My favorite, I want to say, is Six Flags. And to be honest, I like Disneyland, but it's more like I feel like that's, if you want to go enjoy, have a good time, see nice things, beautiful architecture, that's Disneyland for you. Like, okay, go do that. But I feel like if you want like a good scare, like you want to feel your stomach turning, you want your sides out, like you want to cry in your pants, you go to Six Flags. Last time I went to a Six Flags, and a week before I went to that Six Flags, I hadn't gotten my period, and I was like, maybe I'm just irregular, like, it's fine, like, it's cool, it's cool. I didn't think, like, oh, you're pregnant. I was like, I went to Six Flags. That day that we went to Six Flags, me and my husband had an annual pass, so we were like, let's leave early, because I literally told him, me wanting to leave a theme park early, like, at 3 o'clock de la tarde, is weird. Like, I want to stay there till they kick us out. So I was like, let's go, babe. Like, I'm so tired. Like, I'm exhausted. I literally cannot even walk no more. Like, you're gonna have to carry me. So we got to the car. I knocked out. Instantly knocked out. And usually I don't sleep on car rides because no me gusta, like, I feel everything, like the bumps. So se me hizo muy raro. So the next day my husband went to work. We went about our day. I was on the phone with my brother, my oldest brother, and he was just like conversating with me about what's going on in his life. And I had a pregnancy test, and I was like, it was one of those clear blue, the ones that said not pregnant or pregnant. And I was like, let me take it. Like, I already have it here. I haven't gotten my period. Like, damn, like, wonder what's going on. So I go, I'm putting my brother on the speakerphone, and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm peeing. He's like, ew, like, why do you have me peeing with you? And I'm just like, oh, I'm taking a pregnancy test. He's like, why? And I was like, I don't know, like, I have it here, like, might as well, you know, I haven't really gotten my period. But I'm like, I doubt it, like, I'm always negative. He continued talking. I peed on the stick or whatever, put it down, I washed my hands. I didn't even look at it. And then I was talking on the phone, and then finally I turned it around and the results came in, and I looked at it. And bro, my heart dropped. I started screaming, oh my god, I killed my baby, I killed my baby, I killed my baby, I killed my baby, I'm pregnant. And my brother was like, what the fuck, you're pregnant? I'm like, I'm pregnant. He's like, Jen, this is not funny. He's like, I'm like, no, I'm not. I need to go to the hospital. I'm pregnant. I killed my baby. I went on roller coasters the day before. And he's like, calm down. And I was like, I was as if like me having unprotected sex was gonna like not make me pregnant.
What did you tell your husband right away?
Oh yeah, I told him that same day. How the hell do people hold that in? Got a box, and I put little boots, a little chuponcito, a little bear, and then a shirt that said like, can't wait to meet you, Dad. And I closed it up, and I put like, I put a sticker of one of the packages that he had received prior to like that happening. Him, so it could look like he got a package. I'm like, what did you order? When he got him, he's like, nothing. Like, what the hell? I didn't order nothing. Like, just the car parts that I got last time. I'm like, are you sure? Like, you need to open that. So he opened it, and he's like, are you serious? He looked at me and said, are you serious?
Oh,
and then everybody started screaming. Like, my family was like, ah, because they knew already.
Yeah.
And he like immediately like hugged me and picked me up. He's like, oh my god, and we like hugged for a while, and it was so awesome. Like my family, and then all my family joined in. How did you find out you were pregnant?
Dude, I thought I had COVID. We've always had issues like to like come out pregnant.
Yeah.
I ya me sentía like de la pastada like for like 2-3 days, and I thought it was a hangover. The only reason I started being suspicious about it was because I couldn't smoke no more and all that. So I went to work. I was working at UPS, so I was like a lot of work going up and down the stairs. Y en unas de esas, dude, cuando me volteé, dude, I literally felt like I was gonna like fall on my back, dude. Like I felt like como dehydrated. So I got home and I told him that I was gonna take off to the hospital. Like I didn't want him to tag along because he was gonna get up at 4 in the morning to go to work. I told him like I'm just gonna go to the hospital, see what's up, like go get tested for COVID. It was either in between the ovary cyst thing that me regresó or COVID. So when I went to the hospital,
you never considered pregnancy?
No, dude, like, cause, dude, we've always had, like, unprotected sex like, for 8 years, dude.
And nothing had happened.
And nothing, dude. Right there, like, the ladies are like, okay, we're gonna do, like, an ultrasound, like, to check the ovary cyst or whatever. Because I know that it was gonna be that. Like, I was not 1% of me thought that I was gonna be pregnant, dude. When they check you, they sent me to go do a pee test. I went to go take it, and then it came back negative. So then the lady did the blood one, but, you know, it takes a little while to come back. So en ese ratito ya me había pasado to do the ultrasound real quick for the ovary check. The ladies are like, wait, why did you come in again? Because I haven't like throwing up. I felt like I was gonna faint at work. I think it's because of the ovaries, because I've been having like a little bit.
Like,
yeah, I was like a little bit of domino pain over here, you know, like, well, let me tell you, this ain't no ovaries, girl. This is a baby. I got even more scared. I was like, wait, what? I thought she was messing around with me, dude. Like my heart shattered, bro. Like I was like happy, but like heartbroken. I don't know why. Like it was just so many like mixed emotions.
Yeah.
And I busted out crying, dude. And the ladies are like, mija, there's a lot of solutions. We could help you out. I'm all like, what do you mean? She's like, if you don't want to have your baby, there's adoption or other solutions. I've been wanting a baby like forever. And then she's like, oh my god, I'm sorry, mija, I didn't know. I'm all like, no, me and my husband, like, we've been trying for years. And la señora was all like touched by the heart. So she starts telling all her coworkers, and then they all start coming in. Oh, congratulations.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, dude. My baby, my beautiful son's here. He's 11 months old.
That is crazy.
It was like at 2 in the morning when I got out of the hospital.
And what happened?
And I was dialing to everybody. I wanted to tell the entire world. Y luego, pues cuando salí del hospital, I was like crying in the car también. Like, el tiempo que yo llegué, se había levantado. My husband was already getting up like to go to work. His morning routine, he's right there sitting in the fucking toilet for an hour. And hace cuenta que yo llegué, and then he's like, oh, ¿cómo te fue que te dijeron? Like, did they do a test, you know, like for COVID? And then I was like, yeah, but it came out negative. And then, so while he's in the toilet, I had put my phone like como like grabando. I still have that video on my phone. I gave him the papers. I'm like, oh, look at what they told me that I had them. And then he looks at the papers. He looks at me, and then he goes back to the papers. And he's like, a heart? And he already knew what that heart was, dude. We both started crying. He just grabbed me and sat me on top of him, dude, while he's over here like in the toilet. It was like such a like a good ass moment that I'll forever cherish, because it was just like a moment that me and him like been waiting for so long, and we were able to enjoy it by ourselves, you know, like.
Oh, so beautiful.
Yeah, dude.
I love that. Well, we want to thank you guys for joining us. We had so much fun today. So yeah,
llorando, girl.
She's crying. We have to go.
Tell us your guys' stories down below.
Yes, comment, like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So until then, we'll see you guys. Bye.